Happy Monday. Pam Savage with Young at Heart Creations. I am in my craft room floor. Look at all this stuff I've got. I've got one bin over here packed, and I've got another room that's got some things in it. And I am tagging, pricing, and trying to get everything wrapped up for the craft show that I have in just a few weeks. And as you can see, my room is a mess. But I thought you might like to hop on with me and say hi when you come on. Not painting right now. I'm just making price tags and sitting in the middle of my floor with no shoes on and comfy and just trying to get these things marked and ready to go. But I thought you might like to see how I do it. I love doing the craft. This is a craft show that we've had. In fact, I helped get it started for our band boosters, for our band kids years and years ago. Say hi when you come on. Hi, Diane. Hello. Not painting right now, just sitting in my craft room in the floor in one corner of my craft room, trying to get everything priced that I've already got finished for the craft show. But this has been going on, this craft show, for 20-something years that we started as band parents, and it's one of my biggest ones. So I have a lot to do to get ready for it. So I'm getting these little guys all, got them done. That's the pumpkins on one side and the gingerbread men and snowmen on the other side. And I'm thinking I've marked these at $28. So I'm thinking that's a good price on them. I don't know. Everybody tells me I underprice everything. But I wanted to show you on this one. This one I'm going to keep for myself because when I got it home and started painting it, these are 3D. It's got little pieces on it, glued on it for the sections of the pumpkin. This one was missing one, but I painted it, and I really don't think, unless you are just really looking for it, that you can even tell, because I painted it just to look like it had one on there. I just shaded it the same. Hi, Renee. Hello. So this one does not have that section on this side. So it's flat right here. It's got a section right here, but this one was missing. So I just painted it and shaded it to look like the other one, and you really can't tell it. But to me, it's a defective piece because it is missing one of those pieces. So this one's going to stay in my living room. So I'll have a double-sided for my living room. So he's not going anywhere. So I'm thinking I'm going to price those at $28. Probably should go a little higher, but I'm going to do them at $28 this year. I also finished a fabric pumpkin. It will be at the show, and it's got a pretty bow to match. And I'm going to put 20. I've already got it marked at 20. So that's a Mod Podged. I've got the Christmas trees that I've been doing fabric on, and then I've got all of these boxes that I've done. It's so many different patterns. I've just got so many. The one on the bottom's painted. The one on the top, that's napkins. And so I've got, I don't know, probably 10 or so of those, just all different things on them. And that would be so cute. I don't think I'm going to include these, but they would be so cute with little pots in them, and to put, I don't know, paint brushes, hair brushes, anything in them. You could just do so many different things with them. You could put floral arrangements in them. This one will be cute with something with horseshoes or, you know, something ranch related in it. But anyway, so I've got all of those. So I'm trying to get these all done. Since these are double-sided, I won't stack them, packing them side by side. Now, if it didn't have anything on the back, I would put two backs together and put two in one bag. But I get the clear trash bags, kitchen-sized trash bags at Walmart or Dollar Tree, so that I can see what's in them. So I'm not just digging around everywhere when I'm looking for them. When I'm doing a craft show, or when I go to a craft show, if I come up on a booth and I'm looking and there are no prices on it, I don't stay and shop in that booth. That's just me. I don't want to have to go to person and, you know, the owner of the booth and say, how much is this? How much is this? And then, you know, you don't want to react if you think it's too much, you know, you don't want to offend them. So I always put price tags on mine. These work really well for me on most items, just from Walmart, just the little tags. I always put what it is and then how much it is. And then I'll have a sign on my checkout table that says plus tax on it. So you want to always make sure that they understand that. Okay, so that I just loop it through, and I will put that one in there. And so that's the size that I will put him in. And I like to put, sometimes I put several to a bag depending on how I'm able to wrap them. But so I've got all of these here that are those. I've got 9 of them to price. I've already got the price tags made out for them. Another bag that I like to use, I get these at the Dollar Tree, and they are, I don't know if it tells me how many gallons they are, but they're called jumbo Ziploc bags, and they work for so many things that I paint. For like this size flower, I mean, they work great. I can put you know, 2 in there, or I can wrap them in Walmart sacks and put 5 or 6 in a bag if I've got, you know, several of them. So I'm thinking on these without the pots, but I'll display one with a pot in it to just kind of show them what to do. What would you put these at? Some of them are napkins, some of them are painted. There's just so many pretty ones. Here's another napkin one. I was thinking $15 for each one. They've got rope handles. Just so many things that you could do with them. So I'm thinking 15 on those. 15 or 20. Hi, Stephanie. Hello, hello. And here's another one, picket fence and birds. So I'm thinking 15. Comment, and what would you think if you were pricing them for yours, for your show? What would you put on there? So let's see. I haven't even checked to see if they would fit in one of these. I use a lot of Walmart sacks because I don't want them getting scratched. You know, in transporting them up there. They might not even fit in these. I might go to the Walmart. Well, I think they are. Okay, yep, they'll fit in those, but you know what? I bet they'll fit in a Walmart sack as well. And I can save these for something else that I can get more in. Let me grab a Walmart sack. Hi, Heather. So I'm just getting things ready for craft show. This is one of the little corners of my room. All of this stuff is priced, bagged, and ready to go. I've got some more things in my guest room that are bagged and ready to go, priced already. These are some things that I've just done in the last week or so that I had not gotten price tags on everything. I did get one on this pumpkin. Got it done. I thought this was pretty fabric. This is the Pioneer Woman's fabric, I believe, at Walmart. But that's where I got it, was at Walmart. And then just made a little bow to go with it. I did not do this one double-sided, but I did several double-sided for a lady at church, for teachers, and those have already sold. So those are gone. I know Buffalo Plaid is still pretty popular, so I've got all of those. Pricing, thanks so much. You are so welcome. The way I price most of my items, I at least double and a half. Say if something costs me, if I've got $5 in it, then I will charge 15. I've got just a little more than that in these, so I may even go up to 16 on them, but I like to get at least double, and then sometimes double and a half. Sometimes you have to go a little less, sometimes a little more, just depending on the area that you're going to be in, you know, where you're selling them. You need to know that. But always, I just think it's very important to always price your items. Myself as a shopper, if things aren't priced, I don't even shop in that booth. So that's not rude. It's just I think it's just good business to price something, or even a sign sitting in front of a group of things saying, you know, all the snowmen are this much, just something to let somebody know how much they are. Okay, and the sleds, I've got 3 of these that I'll be putting in the craft show, and cost times 3 is what I've always been told. Ooh, I'm like, that's a good one, but usually 2.5, and then maybe a little bit more is what I do. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. The hearts mean so much to us as crafters and going live on Facebook. I did not realize how much that means to them, but I just got a notification that congratulations, Facebook is putting your things out to more people. You've got a larger reach now because of the comments that people have been making on your page, and because of the replies that I've been doing and the lives that I've been doing. And they said your content is getting more and more interesting or something like that. I don't remember all, but so I was excited to get that. So excited. So these I've got marked at $35. So I think that's reasonable from, you know, the time that I put into it. It's solid wood, very rustic. Now that's a little more than 3 times what I paid for it, but I did put a lot of detail into it, and I just happened to get them on sale at a really good price. So I don't typically price my things if I got it way on sale, because next year I may not be able to get it on sale. So I usually kind of go with what I would have to pay for it, regular price. So that's the hardest thing for me, is pricing, because I want to just make it super affordable for everyone, but at the same time, I'm in business, and my business can't profit if I'm giving it away. So I'm trying to make myself add a little more to my prices, but if it were to me, I would give stuff away every week. And my hubby keeps reminding me, you can't stay in business that way. So I'm trying to get better. Hello. Hi, Linda. Hello. But I know you have to adjust. Yes, you do have to adjust sometimes. So you just want to be aware of the cost that you've got into it. As a maker, I don't feel like you can ever completely charge for your time and effort you've got into it, but you do have to take that into consideration. And of course, anything I cut myself, I can save on the cost of it, but it does take me longer. So sometimes it's cheaper for me just to order something already cut, just depending on, you know, what I'm doing. So I'll have the sleds there. If you're local, I mean, if you're close enough, we have some come from Dallas, Oklahoma. The show is November the 12th, and it's at the Howe High School, which is just 5 minutes from my house. I can be there in 5 minutes. And we usually have around 2,000 people or so that attend, and typically there are anywhere from 60 to 70 vendors, different vendors every year. I don't know who all will be there. I don't coordinate it anymore, so I don't know who all will be there. But that's how I package my things. I have a rolling cart so that I'm not having to carry everything, and I'll send pictures and things of when I set it all up and how my booth is set up. But I like for it to be in bags. I don't just throw it all in there together without having some kind of protection over it, because there are going to be people helping you unload stuff and load, and I don't want it getting all scratched up. I've put too much time and effort into it, and I get attached to them, and I just don't want them, you know, scratched up and banged up. So I do try to protect them as much as possible. So these bags are awesome for just so many different things. And they're called jumbo bags, and I think there's 20. I don't remember exactly how many's in a box, and I don't still have the box, but they come from Dollar Tree. They're just over in the sandwich baggies. So that's great. And again, I like to get the tall kitchen clear trash bags, because they I can see through them. I know what's in them. I try to put all like things together when I do that. That way I know what's what. I can just kind of thumb through it here and see what I've got going on. I know these are all in clear, so here's some of my wood blocks that I did. So that's what I'm working on today, trying to get these little guys going. Hi, Jean. Hello. I've got some new ones on here. Hi, Marie Mosley. Getting ready for a craft show. So just showing how I load everything up. And the show is just in 5 weeks. That sounds like a long time, but it is not. You see all this stuff over here? those are still projects that I need to really work on and get busy on. But I was putting so much focus. Thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you so, so much. I was putting focus on the workshop that we had last week, week before? Yeah, week before. Anyway, the 3-day workshop that we had. You guys did wonderful in that, and I'm still waiting to see some more pictures of your finished products. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Donna. Hello, hello. So, so just some tips on if you're doing a craft event, farmer's market, or anything like that. Number one, price everything. Have your booth, you know, look, it doesn't have to look like you spent $1,000 on your booth, but it needs to be nice and neat. You need to display things. Don't just throw them out on the table. Try to display them as if it were a store window, a storefront, you know. And the biggest tip I have for you at any sale, even a garage sale, is halfway through the day, when you things kind of slow down a little bit, and you know now some people are coming around for the second time. So about halfway through the day, change your stuff up. If you had sleds over here on this table, move them over here to this table and bring what was on that table over to the other side. Just switch some things up. I've been doing this for almost 40 years, and I'm telling you, it works every time. And I've gotten so much feedback from other women that have done shows and whatever, and they said, you were so right. What that does is it makes it look like you've put out all new product. Even at Tamara Bennett's live that I went to back in July, I had a booth there. All crafters, all makers, women that go to shows all the time. About halfway through the day, I switched everything up where it was, and I had some of the ladies walk by and go, you're putting new stuff out. I didn't see that yesterday. You should have told us you were going to put some new stuff out. I don't want to miss anything. And I'm going, no, it's all the same stuff. I just mixed it up. And it makes it look like you've put out new items, and they'll see something that they didn't see before that will catch their eye. And I always make some more sales when I do that. So that's one of my favorite tips that has never ever failed to get you a few more sales and a few more interest in your booth. Remember, you only have something like 3 to 7 seconds, I don't remember what it is, to grab somebody's attention. So make your booth colorful. The other biggest tip that I have for doing craft shows or any kind of sales, your presentation was beautiful at Tamara's. Thank you so much. That was a last minute decision to do a booth. I did not have everything ready. I didn't even have all my display stuff ready. So, but that just goes to show you that you can put it together if you've done it enough, or if you plan ahead. I mean, you can put it together in a short amount of time. And I had some wonderful help that was there. Nene and Christy Rayner and my hubby helped me so much put it all together. So that was wonderful. But the other thing is to be friendly. You know, when you're running a booth, think of it as your business, because it is, or as a store that somebody comes in, or think about how you feel when you go into a store or any place of business. You know, do they greet you? Do they say hi? You know, welcome, or have, you know, shop around, look around, whatever. Be nice to them. Let them know you're there for them, but don't hover over them. Let them look. You know, just say, I'm here if you have any questions. You know, if there's something you're not seeing, I might have something in the back. Let me know, but just be friendly. And I've gone into some booths just in the last few years that people, you go into their booth and you start to pick something up, and they're going, oh, please don't touch that. You know, please don't pick stuff up. You're welcome to look, but please don't touch. I'm sorry, that's not what a craft show is about. That's not what a sale is about. If I'm going to pay, you know, $35 for something, or even $5 for something, I want to pick it up and I want to look at it. And chances are they might not buy it the first time around, but if they pick it up and they touch it, they're going to remember it more. And the second time around, they're going to, oh, that thing, you know, it gets it in their mind. But if you have something that you don't want touched or picked up, a craft show is not the place to take it. that will turn people away. And as coordinator, I had shoppers coming to me going, you know, booth so-and-so really doesn't want people in their booth. They won't let you touch anything. And then they would come to me going, I didn't sell anything today and I don't understand why. Well, the other person in the other room sold kind of what you were selling, this close to the same product. They had their best year ever, but they were friendly and they said, sure, you know, try it on or whatever, pick it up, look at it. What do you think this would look like on your wall? So those are some tips. I know a lot of you are about to do shows. A lot of you have, hi Laura, hello. A lot of you have messaged me and said, I'm doing my first show ever and I'm excited, but you know, how do I do this or what do I do about this? I always cover my tables with some kind of, even if it's just plastic tablecloths. I always try to cover my tables and I like to skirt my tables to the floor. That's just preference, and it depends on the craft show. Some of the shows require that, you know, that you do that. So know the show that you're going to and what their requirements are. I'm so blessed that this show that I do, that's just 5 minutes from me, when I started it, I said, you know, we need to let our vendors set up on Friday nights. We can be here, we can let them set up. So we let them set up on Friday nights, and that is awesome to be able to go, get it set up, and then they lock the doors and you know your stuff is safe. You go in the next morning and it's all done, you know, it's all set up. So anyway, that's my tips today for if you're going to be doing craft events, any kind of event that you're going to have a booth at. You had your first show in September. I was shocked that I had I sold 20 door hangers. Awesome. That's amazing. That is great. That is so great. Oh, yeah, and isn't it a good feeling to know that somebody liked what you did enough to purchase it and then either give it as a gift or put it up in their home? You know, I just love seeing the excitement. A lot of times I'll do little girls' tables and chairs, chair sets, and paint them, you know, really cute. And just to see their little faces. I had that last year, the last year that we did it. We didn't do it last year because of COVID. And then we did it I did a little kitchen set, and just, their little faces are adorable to see how excited they get. Sometimes I will even have a dish or box or something that I'll go to the dollar store and buy in bulk, like little pencils or just some kind of any little trinket that I can say, here, you want one of these candy canes? Or, you know, you need to ask the parents' permission. But just something that you can hand out free. I mean, it's usually under 20 bucks. And, you know, thanks for coming in my booth. Here you go. And I always also have some pretty little sacks that I order that they can carry things, the smaller things in. So just a lot of different things like that you don't have to do at first. You know, you don't want to spend all of your profit on things to set up your booth. Now, the first year or two, or the first time or two, just to get started, you may have to do that. My favorite thing that I've purchased just in the recent years are the grid walls. I've got 6 of them, I think, and they're 6 foot tall and 2 feet wide, and they're on legs. I get them off of Amazon. They had them on sale for $90 a piece. And I love, love, love those. They're so great to hang things on. So the grid walls are awesome, and it's a one-time purchase, and then you can get as many hooks or whatever you want to go on them. So they're wonderful, wonderful. And the ones that I have now that I got off of Amazon, they're lightweight and I can handle them. I used to have some really heavy ones and I couldn't handle them by myself. And they were 7 feet tall or more. So they were really hard to handle, but these I can handle by myself. And so I got some of those and they've been really, really great. Well, congratulations, Linda. I'm so excited for you. Hi, Ruth. Hello. Have a friend who used to do craft shows, and that's what she did several times during the day, would switch things around. I'm telling you, it works. Years and years ago, somebody told me to do that. I always do it anyway, just because I can't sit still. But it just completely changes your booth, makes it look like you have a whole new stock that you just brought out. Hi, Jamie. Hello. So that's a good tip for garage sales, for any kind of sale you're going to do. You know, even every hour, every couple hours, switch it up. You know, I don't like empty spaces. So if I see something that's getting empty, like if I have some hooks that had several things on it and it's an empty spot, I'll go pull something from somewhere else and put it over there. So I try to always have my booth looking full. And hopefully, you know, you want it to sell to where I don't have anything else to fill that spot. That's great. All right, take business cards if you have business cards or something so they will know how to contact you. If you want orders or parties, you know, anything like that. That's always helpful. So be sure to take business cards with you. Take plenty of change with you. I have a money box. I always have a helper that goes with me. I usually have several of my family that goes and helps. And so I can visit with the customers while they take the money and deal with that part of it. I can visit and it just works out great. It's so much fun. It's a lot of work, but it's so rewarding. Okay, comment in here if you have any questions at all. But that's what I'm working on now, is getting everything bagged up. I'm getting everything tagged, and then I've got a lot more painting to do, It looks like a lot of stuff, but my booth that I have at this show is it's a 20 by 19. So it's a big booth, and it takes a lot to fill it. And I like for it to, again, to look full. So I've got to get busy because I'm a little bit behind, and so I've got to paint. I think today I'm going to work on, I've got one more Lazy Susan left, and I think I'm going to put, I can't decide if I want to do it Christmas or if I want to paint a sunflower on it. So I may just do a simple background and then paint a sunflower. Right now I am to the point that I need to do things that don't take a lot of detail like this. But just some things that I can whip out really fast and get, you know, quantity. I was also thinking about, before I let you go, I was thinking about making my own Christmas cards this year, having them printed with this print or something, you know, that I've painted. Just have them made up. I may not have time this year, but thinking about doing that maybe for next year. One of the hardest things for me is not keeping one of everything I make, but I don't have anywhere to put it all, so I have to tell myself, no, you can't keep everything. But don't hesitate at all. If you've not done shows in the past, you're kind of new at it. If you have any questions, you know, I will be happy to answer it if I know the question. Hi Kay, thanks for hopping on. Hi Jamie, hello. How many items do you usually take? Oh goodness. This show, I would say I probably have 100 or more items. I've never really counted. I don't know. Some of my items are larger, like the little table and chair sets. But I would say just these little snowmen. I have 9 of those. I have probably 20 of these boxes. I don't know. I may have 200 items. I usually have it fairly full. Yeah, but at least 100, and it depends on the show and the space that you have. You know, if you just have a 10 by 10 space, you're not gonna be able to take everything that you would like to take. So, but I always get at least 2 10 by 10 side by side. This one is a corner booth that's 19 by 20. And that's the one I've always had. So I just stick with it. All right, ladies, I think that's it. I wish you were all here to help me get all of this painted. But that's what I'm working on this week. I got to go keep baby Jack tomorrow. And I want to tell my son Kyle, his daddy, happy birthday today. He's 37 today. So he's had a very exciting year, a new house, new baby, first baby. And so they're doing wonderful. But just wanted to hop on and let you see what I'm working on today and give you some tips on craft shows. Hi, is it Robina? Hello. So many of you are new on here, and I'm so excited that you've hopped on. If you have not hit that follow button up at the top, please hit follow. If you would like to see more of this and more of the lives that I do. Hi, is it Janelle or Jeannie? Jeannie, I'm sorry, I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. But anyway, so I've gotten, I'm up to 1,051 followers. And be sure and like and comment something and hit that follow button and sprinkle the videos out. But we have several videos of things that we've painted recently. So go back and watch the videos. But if you'll hit that follow button, every time I get a new 100 mark, so we're 49 away from 1,100. So once I get to 1,100, then we'll send out some more Happy Mail. And we'll do a drawing for that. So I will see you guys Thursday when we paint something live. Don't know what we're going to paint yet. Don't know what I'll be to at that point, but we'll paint something. But again, thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. And if you don't mind sprinkling, and please hit that follow button. Trying to get to, I'd love to get to 2,000. So I've gotten 50-something new ones just in the last 2 weeks. So that is awesome. And I appreciate every single one of you. But again, comment or instant message me, private message me if you have any questions about craft show tips or anything. If I have them, I'll be happy to share them with you. And if you're close enough, come to the show. It's in Sherman, Texas. That's just about 60 miles north of Dallas at the Howe High School on November the 11th from 9 o'clock to 4, and I think it's still just $2 to get in. All the proceeds go to all the booth fees, and the door entry fees go towards the band to purchase new instruments, uniforms, and things of that nature. All right, ladies, I got to get busy. But I just wanted to, and a gentleman, I think we even have a gentleman on here. So I just wanted you to see, number one, that my room is a mess right now, and y'all know that drives me crazy. I have to have everything where it needs to go, but when you get to this point, you just got to do what you got to do. All right, ladies. Thanks so much for hopping on with me in the middle of the day. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.